Good evening, everyone, and welcome to FindMeAMedium online live psychic readings. Tonight, we've got the wonderful Niko, who's doing Trance Mediumship for us. Now, the way it works with the Trance Mediumship is that Niko is able to go into a deep trance. So his consciousness is removed, and that allows spirit to come in and work directly through Niko. Okay. So we usually start off with Niko's guides and inspirers who are talking through him to give an inspirational talk to us all. After which, if you wish to ask questions or ask for people to come through, then please do so. Okay, but our first section is about Niko and his inspirers talking to us. So I'll just bring Niko on now. I see that he's already gone into trance, so I'm sure we're going to be in for a brilliant evening. Good evening and welcome, friend. And we have quite a few people here, so I will read out their names so you're aware of who's here in the background. There's Carisha, Linda, Catherine, Claire Topham, Mary Urban, Carrie Berry, and Catherine Johnson as well. And when you are ready to talk to us, we're here ready to listen. Hello, Tanita. Hi, Susan. Hi, Bridie. Hi, Mariana. Yes, Tanita, we're both well, thank you. And thank you for sharing as well.
Greetings to you, my dear one.
Greetings.
As always, much gratitude for the opportunity as well as the warm welcome.
It's lovely to have you with us.
Thank you, my dear one. The pleasure is all ours. And greetings to all who have joined us today. Most are wondering if they are in fact hearing words from our realm. Most are wondering if it is quite possible. And most are wondering if they too share the ability to allow one essence to blend with another. I ask each of you if you believe that there is indeed a spirit essence inside of your physical bodies. I further ask if you believe that your spirit essence is connected to a higher entity of your essence, which resides in our realm. If the answer to both questions is yes, then yes, my dear ones, each of you possess the ability to connect to our world within this form of communication. For what is this form of communication exactly? It is focusing your awareness to your higher essence. For your higher essence, my dear ones, yourself is always connecting to other spirit essences in our world. And therefore, as you perceive those as spirit teams, guides, influences. It is merely, my dear ones, your awareness connecting to your being, who in turn is connecting with all those wonderful assistants. Through this connection, our words are able to vibrate as energy through your physical form, and especially through your words, your mouth, your sound, and your vibration. It is not difficult to comprehend, but it is, my dear ones, quite difficult to surrender to. For within that surrender, it is clearing your physical mind and setting aside your egos, which seems to be a difficult task in itself in your world, does it not? But each of you who have joined today feel a sense of safety, of protection, and are seeking particular guidance and encouraging words from our realm, especially those who are suffering grief. But I assure you, my dear ones, each of you are capable of connecting to your own self in order to connect to our realm, to receive the same guidance, the same encouraging words, and to connect to those loved ones you have lost in your world. So each time we come through to speak with you, to connect with your beautiful energies, your essence, it is always our privilege. And as we continue to do so, we hope that your understanding changes, your learnings are altered, your belief stronger, and each of you attempts to focus your awareness to your own self, your own true essence. For within that connection lies all the answers you seek. Always, my dear ones, the answers you always have within. For even though you are experiencing a physical life, a journey in your realm, you are never disconnected from your essence. I wish you each to always believe in that, my dear ones. Thank you, my dear one. We may proceed.
Thank you. Now, everyone, it's a chance for you to ask questions of Niko's guides and inspirers about spirit world, or if you are seeking a loved one, then ask for that. And I can see straight away that Tanita is saying it was my birthday a few days ago. I wonder if my dad or boyfriend in spirit have a message for me.
Yes, my dear one. Were they not blowing out your candles with you, my dear? They are always present with you. Within our realm, their essence is still connected to yours, my dear. Both share profound love and appreciation, much gratitude for whom you are, my dear. The young one wishes to come forth, my dear, and share a few words in order for you to recognize he is still near. Love is timeless. Love is eternal. Sharing space with you, sharing a life with you, made my journey that much easier because of you, because of your gentleness, your kindness, your support. I had difficulty viewing myself as you saw me. And that speaks a lot about you. Your ability to see within a person, to see their soul. I know you miss me, but I'm always near you. Continue to be as you are, loving, kind, and generous. Continue to see the best in everyone. But more importantly, see the best in yourself. Believe in your strength. Don't set limitations. You can do anything you want. This time, see yourself as I now see you. An amazing soul. I love you. I'm with you. Happy birthday. Bye, my love. Your father, my dear one, speaks words of courage. His message to you, my dear, is not to allow fear to blind you. He's mentioning fear as a weakness. But fear, my dear one, is part of everyone's journey. Each is faced with moments of fear, indecisiveness. But that, my dear, is where you find your self-worth and truly understand your essence. Believe in yourself, my dear one, and your journey shall continue as it is intended for you, my dear. Thank you, dear one.
Thank you. Susan Ross asks, are there times when it's easier to connect with spirit?
You're always connected, my dear one. It is just your mind is quite active in your world. The times when the connection seemed truest was through each difficult moment of your life. Your intuition, the sensations you felt, the chills, the knowing you received. It was through your higher self, my dear, which never abandons you, especially in the times you needed assistance the most. In order to recognize that connection, my dear, sit in your silence. No distractions. Focus on the rhythm of your breath to lull your consciousness to the side and bring your awareness to our realm. Trust the subtle connection that you receive. Trust the words, the visions, the remembrance. Do not question if it is your mind creating this illusion. Trust that it is your essence bringing forth memories, clarity, in order for you to remember yourself, my dear. As one overthinks this connection, one is remaining in the physical realm, where every step is assisted with questioning. Do not question, my dear one. For in essence, you are questioning yourself. Believe in what your essence holds, my dear. The wisdom, the power, and the love. And allow that to transform you to be more of your true essence in your realm. And once that occurs, my dear one, the connection will be as an open portal where you could enter both realms simultaneously. Thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. And if I could remind the viewers just to keep commenting so I know that you're still here, please. We've got Myret who asks, a particular spirit has come to me. When I go to find why, I get bombarded with other stuff. Why has she come, or how to focus in?
My dear one, what is it you are seeking exactly? Identity?
I think that sorry.
It's quite okay, my dear one. Why not, my dear? Focus on what you feel. First, my dear, focus on the connection for it to become more powerful. Your mind becomes alerted at something new, and your mind seeks answers immediately in order to provide you the comfort of that connection. This is not trusting, my dear. This is questioning. The fact that you are able to sense a different energy other than your own is understanding, my dear, that there are many essences working with you. And it is time for them to come close to bring your awareness to our realm. Focus on the connection, my dear. Feel the essence. Feel as it blends with yours. And within that, you will feel the power. And within that power, my dear, you will receive the subtle messages. Then as your mind is not analyzing and interrupting the flow of energy, you may quietly ask to reveal their identity. One must learn to crawl before they walk, my dear. Enjoy the process. For once you understand how the process is occurring, many more will come forth for you. But it is also important to understand, my dear, that their arrival, if you will, is not merely to pay you a visit. It is to remind you of the course you are meant to be on, this path. The understanding and the feeling of the essence of spirit is the beginning, my dear. And the more you connect through your heart, purely, with vulnerability, then, my dear, much more shall be revealed to you, which you have forgotten in physical form. And your path shall become clearer to you. Trust, my dear, all is occurring at the time it is meant to, and all is occurring for a reason. Enjoy this journey, my dear one, for it is quite a remarkable journey in your world. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Following on from that, Karen Berry asks a very follow-on question, really. If we come to Earth with a soul plan incorporating specific experiences for our soul growth, what is the purpose of free will? Free will can mean we don't have any of the intended experiences? Question mark.
The experiences, my dear one, it's part of the journey which you have created for yourself. Each extension of your higher self is living a specific life in order to learn specific lessons, which translates to the growth of self. Free will, my dear one, is that you are entitled to change the course at any time of your journey. Many, my dear, alter their course due to fear, due to the pain they've lived through being unbearable. Many don't even realize when they are changing the outcome. Through each of your difficult moments, my dear one, you have always acquired an inner knowing, a little voice in your head, if you will, which continue to guide you. This is yourself, my dear, assisting you to remain on the path and the task at hand. It is not so much the question of free will as it is the question Why must one endure such confusion and pain? Why must one live specific lessons which causes them to lose their self-esteem, their faith, their courage? That line of questioning, my dear one, is your physical mind, where there is no trust in self. For it is created, my dear, to provide you a safety net, if you will. A place to take you away from your misery. For your mind creates any illusion it wishes. It is not always the correct illusion, my dear. Follow your instincts. Listen to your heart. For that is where the connection to self is, my dear. As you have listened to it in your most trying times, continue to do so, in hopes that it'll overcome the battle of mind and heart, and your journey becomes clearer once more, and your purpose shines, my dear, in order for you to regain the clarity you need at this time. Thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Bridie Hughes asks, has my dad a message for me?
My dear one, do you not receive messages in your thoughts? Does he not visit in your dream state, my dear? Do you not feel his essence at times? His messages now echo the encouragement he offered when he was around you. You are wishing to know if there is a message pertaining to your current struggles. And yet, my dear, you're already aware of the answer. For he's offering you the messages, the comfort, and the much needed encouragement. Decision making, uncertainty of which road to travel as you come across a fork in the road. Frustration with specific people. Oh, my dear, which cause you to doubt yourself. He is remaining encouraging for you. Struggles, my dear. Struggles occur, but it is what you do with them. You either allow them to overtake you, or you overtake your struggles. Listen more carefully, my dear, to his words, which you hear in your thoughts, and trust what it is you receive. He is one of many, my dear, who is guiding and assisting you on your journey. You are not alone, even though at times you most certainly feel alone. Many messages from him to you, my dear, with much love. Thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Darren Hunt asks, was that spirit that just threw a cat ball into the kitchen while I was on here?
My dear one, you are like the child in awe, a light flickering, a butterfly appearing near, shadows in the dark. You become aware of many occurrences near, and you question if it is spirit. The essences who work with you, my dear, are speaking loudly to you with all of these signs. The numbers on the clock, the words and songs. All, my dear, are signs in order for you to have more faith, for you to not seek the answer, to merely trust in order for them to draw near, in order for you to understand their essence. Do not attempt, my dear one, to analyze why it is occurring, and if in fact it is them. Merely believe with your heart in order to become aware of their essence, of their presence. For that is truly what you are seeking. But there is much fear with accepting, which is why these subtle signs occur, to slowly assist you with releasing that fear and trusting more. So trust, my dear one, as there truly is nothing to fear. For you too are spirit. If you fear them, you are fearing yourself. And there is no point in that, is there now? Thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Mama Boo asks, I lost my aunt a few months ago. I found out she was a shaman. Does she have a message for me?
My dear girl, thank you for everything. Through you, your free spirit. It taught me to accept who I was, not to hide behind fear or shame, not to worry what others thought of me or spoke of me, as they did not understand me nor accept me. My regret was I didn't find that courage sooner. For you, my dear one, I encourage you to find your strength, to follow your path. You have abilities. Don't allow others to influence your decisions. Don't allow others to sway you away from your path. Speak your truth proudly. Strengthen your connection. Strengthen your ability. Remain that free spirit in your world. Make a difference. Believe in yourself. I'm still with you. And I'm very eager to watch your development. And I will assist any way I can. For you are a beautiful soul and a very bright light. Much love to you always. Just making mention, my dear one, that you question your abilities. You're uncertain. And you doubt yourself at times. Trust yourself, my dear one. And even you will be surprised of the outcome. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Joanne Lewis says, I've spoken to my sister that passed to spirit 4 times since she went. It's only been 2.5 months. Should I tell her to settle in spirit for a while, or is it okay for her to be making her presence felt so soon and so often?
My dear one, why is your perception that she needs to settle? If, my dear, my words ring true earlier, and your sister, within physical form, was an extension of her own essence, her higher self, which is always present in our realm. Why is it difficult to understand and believe that as her physical journey ended, the portion of her essence instantaneously reunited with self? It is how things are viewed in your world, my dear, through teachings and beliefs passed down from generation to generation. I ask you and all others present to swim against the current. Think on your own. Do not listen to what you have been taught. Rather, focus on your own essence in order to connect to self, in order to connect to our realm. She is fine, my dear. Her essence in our world is still connected to your essence in our world. These connections of love, my dear, do not cease because one journey has ended in your realm, which is why she often speaks to you. It is all perception, my dear one. Believe in the proof being offered as she does speak. I thank you, my dear one.
Niko, that leads me to a question that I've had for a short while, if you don't mind me asking a question. People talk about trapped spirits. I don't feel that that is a correct term or a correct experience of what happens when people pass to the spirit world. Could you give an explanation for what happens and why people talk about trapped spirits?
My dear, many in your world believe what their mind can create. It offers a sense of safety and balance. Most everyone in your world truly believes that there are two realms, and they exist in two realms. They exist in the physical realm, and then when their journey is over, they exist in our realm. When anyone has this as their belief, anything is possible to their mind. If one accurately believes that they are always a part of two realms, there is no separation. Then how is it possible, my dear one, for anything other than the reconnection, the reuniting of your essence to yourself to occur as your journey in the physical realm ceases? I encourage all of you with a grain of salt, take what you hear. For many in your world have believed only one way. Teachings passed through generations have also been of one form of thinking. And yet all those, my dear ones, who have preached their word and their belief adamantly, recognize their error once the physical journey ended. And they were reunited with self once more. And I trust each of you to even question my words. For within your questioning is your journey. But do not question my words without attempting to seek the answer. Do not dismiss my words due to your current belief. But I challenge each of you. If you require more proof in my words, then I encourage all of you to sit in your silence and connect with your essence. Truly focus on what it is you feel. Follow the vibrational frequency. Find the path to connect to yourself while in physical form. Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself in aura. I trust this answers your question, my dear one.
Very much. Thank you. It reaffirms my thoughts. Thank you.
Your thoughts, my dear one,
and feelings
pertaining to our world first comes from your heart. Remember, dear ones, there is a reason why within the physical body, the heart and the mind work independently. There's always a reason why. It is up to you to seek the true answer as to why that occurs, as is part of your journey. Thank you, my dear one.
Thank you, Niko. We have Tonya Hakes, who says, hello, would truly appreciate a reading, wanting to connect with my dad, Bill.
My dear one, I'm sensing the relationship with your father was not always smooth sailing. I'm sensing that he was aware that he was often misunderstood. And I'm sensing that you, my dear, share a similar quality. Hello, my dear girl. Love is not only in words. It is in actions. It is in understanding motives. It is in forgiveness. Acceptance. Humility. Don't pass judgment. Don't hold grudges. Don't have expectation on others. Don't have expectations on yourself. Accept everyone for what they have to offer. Accept yourself as you are. That's a testament of love. We're always connected, for there is always love between us. Yes, my dear. May I ask for their name again, my dear one?
Tonya and her dad, Bill.
Yes, Tanya. Tanya, there are others who are with you still, my dear one. Many, my dear, echoing your name. Echoing the sentiment of acceptance. Even generations prior who you have not met in this world. It seems as if many possess difficulties in the physical realm with simply accepting and being content with what they were accepting. I'm sensing, my dear, that this is a quality you possess as well. When you accept others, my dear, you are accepting their essence. As when you accept yourself and all what you say in all of your actions, you are accepting your essence. That is all one can truly do, is it not? For if one wishes to change another, they must first change themselves. Thank you, my dear one.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, we've now run out of time. So thank you so much for everybody joining us here this evening. And especially those who have commented and have asked to take part. It's been really nice to have you on. Niko is back with us next week, I hope, at 9 o'clock, same time, British summer time. Tomorrow we have Sheila Dougal doing colour readings at 3:30, and we have Larkin at 9 o'clock, and myself doing healing at 6 o'clock. We've got healing every night at 6 o'clock on the group, whether it's through Zoom or actually live on the group. So thank you again for joining us. I'm just wondering if Niko's back with us yet, just before we go, so we can say goodbye to everybody.
I just wanted to offer my gratitude once more for each of you who have taken the time out of your day to listen. And this, my dear ones, is proof that you are ready to receive. You are able to change, and you most certainly are able to believe in yourselves, your connection to our world, and your connection to self. Courage, my dear ones, for yourself has much courage and much love. Again, much gratitude, my dear one, to you for welcoming us.
Thank you so much. So I'd just say thank you to some of the people that joined us this evening: Joanne, Krish Pillay, Marette, Mama Boo, Tonya, and Karen Barry, Tanya, Bridie, and Helen Mansell, and Lisa Joe. Sorry, I didn't get your message, Lisa Joe, about your great aunt. You're all welcome to join us again next week and have the opportunity. Oh, hi, Niko. Back again. It's been a lovely evening. Thank you. And some beautiful words tonight. So thank you. Well, every time there's incredible wisdom that comes through. But thank you so much. Okay, everyone. It's been a lovely evening. I hope to see everybody soon. And thank you. Good night.